and Attila, we haven't really kind of spoken about it as much as we really kind of.
I was going to say, because it's not been something that's come up.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of, I think we've got so many new features that it's just kind of, it's one of those features that's there and it's really good, but we've done so many more interesting things that we've not done these things before, right? Like the fire on the battlefields, destruction, kind of like the horde gameplay. Like there's so much going on, but yeah, naval is still a huge element of the game. We've got kind of ships with sails because we're moving more towards that kind of era. So ships with kind of forecastles and galleon-style ships and things like that. So away from that, ships have oars, right? So you've got oar and sail power. Ships getting more powerful with the tech upgrades. We've got things like fire ships. So first time you have ships with fire siphons, and they can burn down and sink enemy ships. They are immensely strong. They're very weak. They're like a glass cannon. Like if they can hit you with the fire, there's not much you can do. If you hit them first, they sunk. But also, all ships are able to douse the fire on their ships, right? It's an ability that every ship has, where you can douse the fire, right? You can put out the fires on your boat, but you lose lots of ability while doing that. Yeah. We've also added, for example, features like backwater. So ships are now actually able to reverse, as it were. They can use their oars. Any ship with oars is able to use their oars to pull back from things. So it actually allows you to reposition. The combat feels much more kind of snappy. It's much kind of less floated than previous. You've got much more control over your units and what you can do. It's very quick. You've got things like ramming ships as well, for example. So ramming ships can actually sink a ship in a single shot, or it may take 2 or 3. We've also done a lot of work on the kind of boarding and stuff like that to give that kind of a bit more oomph and make that feel much more exciting. But yeah, I'm really excited about the next one, to be honest.
Well, fire ships seem to have gone down well. Much fire. So well, that was you. That was you. Okay. And I think there was one more question I did see, but maybe let me just flick up. Sorry, it's gone off the screen.
Yeah, hopefully we'll show something about naval.
Yeah, at some point we'll probably do a live stream. We'll put some Greek fire onto some barbarian ships, and it's so powerful. It's one of the things when I first got a chance to play it. It's one of the things I instantly want to see: Constantinople and Greek fire. How's the battle?
There's some criticism here on the Twitch chat.
Is there?
Zweerbaum? I don't know what that is, but okay. What was the point of that charge at the enemy back with the general, and then insta-target change at archers, and then withdrawing without even connecting?
Everyone's a general.
Exactly right. What was the thinking there?
I don't actually know, because I don't know what you're talking about, so there you go.
Look, it's really hard to kind of obviously like do this.
Yeah.
And try and remember every little thing that you've just done.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh. Close defeat, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think you did pretty well there.
The numbers, obviously, in the end. But yeah, it's so hard when you're in the actual mix of it all, and there, it's, oh my God. Trying to deal with it, but yeah.
So what you've experienced here is you sent one of your hordes, which is maybe your strongest one, but unsupported. And now, obviously, a lot of people are looking at the Eastern Roman Empire and the Western Roman Empire as very high-profile targets with a lot of money to take from raiding and sacking and so on. But these aren't passive empires. These are still massively strong and very rich, and they can field huge armies. Yeah. And you'll feel that very early in these campaigns. If you try and take them on early on, they will wreck you. They have large amounts of manpower, lots of competent and effective generals, and you know, at the beginning, you got to kind of pick your battles very carefully. Later on, build up the strength, and you can come in with some very high-quality units and well-trained ones. But very early on, you can't just go toe-to-toe with the empires of this era and come out on top, unless you're very good. Yeah. And or very lucky. I'm sorry, I just realised I just basically put you down.
just burned.
No, but yeah, it's true. It's true.
I burnt you. Yeah. Just like
you've raised me. You've raised me. But yeah, it's true, as you say, because obviously, you know, these guys are going to be powerful. You can't just go in there like we've done and just expect to have a walk in the park, really.
We're on the last 15 minutes of the stream. What do we think we should do for the last
We
15?
should try for Constantinople,
We
really.
should? Okay. Okay.
I don't know whether we'll actually make it there, but it's certainly a goal that we should try.
All right.
With one army, yes.
We can do it. We can make.
we could do it right now.
Do it.
We could do.
We've only got 15 minutes. Make it.
But these guys, they're not going to make it if they
well, those 15 guys are totally going to. I think you'll be fine.
Yeah.
It's not like there's a garrison or giant walls or anything.
You need to get revenge for your last defeat, so
exactly. And that's
do what you can.
That is the best way to do it.
I think you can auto-resolve this one and try and pick a bigger fight later. How much damage did you do to the army previously?
They lost 2,000. They lost half their men.
And you still got another 2 hordes, and you can recruit mercenaries if you need to. So
I can take on warriors as well. Which is a nice little feature.
This is an interesting feature and a very useful one. I'll let Simon do this one, but for me, I always just add more troops because I need more troops.
Yeah, well, I mean, you've got kind of few options, right? You can ransom captives to gain a bit of gold. You can slaughter them to kind of give your guys some more morale but lower the enemies, or make them hate you more at least. Or you can take on troops, right? You can gain a percentage of the enemy forces and add them back to you. So as the kind of Huns, when you can't really replenish easily, it's quite useful to actually be able to take on the troops. It's like, you know, join or die. It's your choice.
Well, definitely, I think I'd take them on, as some of our units are slightly weakened already.
They're in need of help.
Yeah, we'll take on the warriors.
Also, one of your army traits later on is you can sell troops back the ransom for a much higher cost, so you can get a lot more money from fighting these battles. But you'd have to tailor your army for very specific things. So either just making them better in combat, or maybe, is that more even fight for you?
This is more of an even fight.
So this is where the general's prediction becomes really useful. Like that prediction, you're not sure whether you should auto-resolve or not.
50-50, isn't it?
It is a 50-50. You should...
No, I think I should fight this, really.
You think you should fight it?
Because an auto-resolve isn't... It's too close to the bone. It really is, so...
Sorry, everyone. I'm not sure we'll make it to Constantinople.
No, we're not going to use cheats.
Cheats?
Oh, my God.
That's not happening.
Cover my ears.
Do you think you do? What did you learn from the previous battle that might help you in this one?
Well, basically...
test this.
Like, what can you do? Well, yeah, as you say, as Simon said, that the infantry are the weaker ones. Try and pull the cavalry out a little bit quicker. Utilise that sort of shock cavalry element. But as I say, try and sort of not rely too much on the infantry to hold that centre, because I think that's what was happening before. Okay, the hammer and anvil is a great tactic, but if it's with these sort of guys, the weaker infantry will sort of capitulate quicker, so you can't really rely on that as much.
You definitely do not want to be fighting in the rain.
No, I am waiting.
Or in the fog.
Come
or
on,
in the rain.
Come on. Yes! Thank God
the
for
luck
that.
of the draw.
Yeah, the last one.
Also, flaming arrows are really useful. So if you have any skirmishers left, do you?
Yep.
I'm like so far away from the screen.
Yeah.
Like they're all horsemen to me. So if flaming arrows would be really good. Yeah. Whistling shot, great to bring down the morale, and obviously heavy shot to pierce armor. And they do have a lot of heavy units, so wouldn't be a bad shout using that as well.
Okie dokie. Yeah, so I'd try to use heavy shot last time actually, to try and pierce that armor, as you say.
Heavy shot's good, but remember that you know, especially against kind of Romans and actually barbarians, a lot of factions at the time kind of were aware of archers and carried shields. Right, those shields defend you kind of from the front and to the left of your unit. So when you're playing as the Huns, you should be striking from behind or to the right.
All right.
Yeah, also, the reason why putting flaming arrows on is really good is any units start hiding in the woods, you can set fire to a lot of the trees.
Yes.
And that's always fun.
That's lovely. Right, okie dokie. Let's move these guys forward.
What's your general's special ability?
Rally.
That's a good one. Sometimes you get things like reconnaissance, so you can see in a specific area what's ahead of you.
Yeah.
Then you've got like charge bonuses, rally, obviously, and loads of other things like fear. Fear, which is, if anyone who played Rome 2, fear was by far one of the best abilities to prick, because you can just make huge chunks of the enemy army run away. So all these generals, you'll be able to spot it in the family tree and so on. They all have special abilities pretty much at the start, and you can see which ones will be. So you can kind of, some of them might be more aimed towards, you know, economy and so forth. So you want those to be your governors, and then you have other ones that are definitely more focused on combat. Yeah. And you depending on how your play style is, that's what you go for.
Predictions?
I think he'll.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go on. I think he's kind of getting more used to playing as the Huns now, so it's a little bit better. That
well,
kind of more.
you have an entire 10 minutes with which to destroy.
Better play on fast forward. But yeah, or you've always got the strategic map as well. So we let you actually control. We had this in Rome 2, but now we've really improved it. Like all our things, we're kind of bringing it forward and trying to kind of advance it and make it a cooler feature. And with the strategic view, you control units and attack.
Do you know how many people actually, like, can you keep track of that? How many people actually use that feature versus doing it the other way?
We've generally found that people hadn't used it very much before because it was a feature where you could go into it and you could see stuff, but you couldn't actually do certain things, like you couldn't move properly or attack with units and stuff. So it was kind of the thing that we really wanted to bring that back and make it a more usable feature and something that people would be more interested in playing.
Okay.
So I'm bringing the skirmishers in to try and whittle down the main body of the army here, the infantry they've got. We've taken away the skirmishers pretty easily, which is good.
So when you see a unit's icon flashing like that, that means they're almost broken. It's probably the time for a cavalry charge.
Right then.
There are lots of backseat generals in the chat right now, so I'm not going to...
Oh my god. I'm winning!
It's a regular occurrence.
Go on.
Twitch plays total would be amazing.
I don't. If Twitch did do that, how far do you think they get? I just can't imagine that working.
Well, if we just if it was just auto resolve, maybe. But if it actually came down to fighting a battle,
well, yeah,
the anarchy that would be resolved in that, I can only imagine. I mean, it would be like. Just on another case, like time commanders, you would tell people to go and do this, go that, and that alone was difficult enough. Let alone just letting the AI like randomly do things.
Well, we're surrounding the general from every side now. We've got him pretty much pinned down.
Burn the trees.
Yeah, welcome to the world of Hunnic cavalry and archers. It's just very difficult to deal with.
Yeah. Ooh.
Where's the rest of the army? You killed it already?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you dispatched that easy AI quite well, didn't you?
But there's still guys who could do it better. And the chat.
Oh, the reinforcements are on the way.
That's okay. We'll be fine for that. We'll be ready to face them in a second.
Actually, no. I think you're getting some props. I think you're getting some props now.
Oh, okay.
All right.
All righty then.
Finally, time to shine.
It's only taken like 2 hours. But you've got their respect.
I'll tell you what, this is. I hope these they don't. My guys who subscribe to me don't make me choose a faction of the Huns to play as in my campaign because oh my god, I have to adjust quickly to this campaign. This is a hard one.
Yeah, make sure you're chasing down and killing the enemy general as well. Don't
yeah,
let them get away.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh, well done.
I must admit, I quite like the chat for this one. Burn the trees, burn the birds.
Burn the birds.
Because there are birds flying about every so often, so yeah.
Let's burn the trees.
Well, they have to be a unit view to target.
Yeah. Well, they're in there. They're having a bit of a...
Well, it's probably the best place to hide from the Huns, to be honest. Cavalry generally don't do so good running into trees.
Let's bring our horse skirmishers across then.
They don't really get many trees on the steppe anyway, so, you know.
No.
Yeah, it's a holiday, really.
Oh, yeah, there they are.
Other factions do it for a new home, the Huns for a holiday.
Go on.
Here we go. Come on. Oh, here we go. Look at that.
There you go.
Burn, baby, burn.
Success.
And they've already retreated as well. It's all gone. So that surely is it, isn't it?
I think so.
I think they've still got some units left.
Have
they? I don't think it's over yet.
No, the victory hasn't come up yet.
Yeah, I think you killed one army. There was 2 armies in this. So you attacked the smaller one. There was a second one in the woods, though. And because you're an attacker, you've already wiped out the one they were planning to reinforce. And now they're going to stay on that hill in the woods. So,
nice
get
move.
to it.
Yeah. Take 2. But look at this. This will be scaring the hell out of them now. Look at this. The trees are burning all over the place now. Look at them. They're retreating back already.
It's because you're completely surrounding them.
Yeah.
Plus the fact that you are playing as the Huns and you are terrifying. Not you personally, but the faction you're playing. I just realised I spent like the last 2 hours just insulting you.
I know, yeah.
I'm really sorry.
I don't find you terrifying, if it helps. I don't think you're terrifying at all.
Thanks.
Right.
So this is where scouting would be really important, right?
Yeah.
So if you're kind of looking through the forest, the number of times I've gone into a forest and they've got spearmen in there is brilliant. Well done.
Hey, well done.
They've gone. They knew better than to fight on.
5 minutes to take Constantinople.
Yeah,
Go.
I don't think we're going to make it to Constantinople. And I'm sure we're gonna see some horror.
Hang on. Let's just put. Okay. I'm gonna.
Can we just take? Is there like anyone nearby? We can just like move down, destroy.
Right, they're retreating back. They're retreating back. Okay. Boom. I'm at Constantinople.
Let's just see it. Let's just see it, because we get a couple minutes.
This is...
So Constantinople gets a really large garrison, right? Like, we've beefed up garrisons everywhere, but Constantinople especially is a little bit more challenging.
Cool.
Yeah,
Just
so
do it.
a lot of people saw on the preview build that they thought that Constantinople might be really easy to take. It's not.
Right.
Yeah, if that's an attack on Constantinople, are you sure that's not a garrison force, an army outside of it?
Well... So it wouldn't bring
so
it
he
in,
wouldn't.
If you want to fight at Constantinople, if we want to quickly show that, how about you start up a custom battle with Constantinople?
I'm afraid. I think we're out of
Not got
time. I'm afraid we're out of time. We've got 3 minutes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We're out of time. I'm sorry, people. We're going to have to wrap it up, I'm afraid.
I think I just got chat really excited.
You got really... Oh, sorry, chat.
Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, chat. But hey, look, you can check it out when the game comes out. Thanks so much for joining me today, and thanks to everyone in the room here. And there's lots of people here, but hello and thank you.
Hello.
Hello and thank you. Thanks for watching at home. If you want to check out more from Rome? What am I doing? Total War Attila. Then check out Gamespot. We'll have some cool videos up soon, and I believe the reviews will be out real soon as well. So check that out. In the meantime, see you next time.
Bye.
What did I do? That's